At Absa Bank Zambia PLC, we are committed to seeing your business grow. We bring financial expert advice and partnership opportunities to support business growth. Join me in the masterclass series as I explain the various business solutions that we have to offer.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's session. Another exciting masterclass ahead of us. Just before we get started, if you can hear me, if you can see us, please just give us a thumbs up, just so that we know that we are audible and that we are ready to start. So if somebody can give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you. We do see the thumbs up coming through. So as I have said, I'd just like to welcome you all to yet another exciting masterclass, and exciting because this is the last masterclass for the year. We have been doing this consistently every single month. Month on month, we've been bringing different topics, different experts to you. In the past, we've hosted a masterclass in financial management, HR management, business law, business planning and investment, goal setting, sustainability, business expansion, and we've also had one in cybersecurity. So as you can see, I think we've really tried to do our very best to bring all the exciting topics that would help your business grow. As always the case, I'm here, Banji Lufungulo, to host today's masterclass, and we do have yet another expert in our midst who's going to take us through business management tools. But before I get into the introduction of who we have before us, just quick rules in case you have a question as we are going along during the presentation. Please drop the question in the chat if you're comfortable and want to ask a question in person. We'll ask that you hold on until the end of the presentation, at which point you can unmute your mic and turn on your video if you'd like, and then you can pose the question. But if not, please just continue to drop your questions in the chat. But also maybe I just want to make mention that I think today we'd also like to pose a question to the audience. For those of us, and I'm hoping a number of us have been following this since the inception, please tell us which one has been your favorite masterclass so far and why, and how it's impacted your business. We really want to get that feedback. So if you could just drop in the comment chat, any one of you who has actually been following us month on month, which one was your favorite masterclass and how it has positively impacted your business. So again, if you've just joined us, we're just about to kick off. And today we are being graced by Mr. Bruce Jani, who is the Absa Business Banking Director. And just allow me a moment to just indicate who he is and why we believe that he's the right person to run us through this. Obviously, when you talk business banking within the bank, he's at the helm of everything that we do with our clients. So whether you're looking at it as from an enterprise point, whether you're looking at it, from the middle tier businesses, he's actually the person behind. So it's always good to put a face to the name of the person who helps us be able to get closer to the client. So he's been the business banking director here at Absa for the last 5 years. He's having driven significant growth in terms of making sure that how we serve our clients comes to the fore. He's been positioning, leading the function with bespoke propositions and solutions. So you will see that recently Absa launched the MobiTap, which is another innovation that allows you to almost have your point of sale in the pocket, turning your smartphone into an actual point of sale. So he is the one behind such great innovations that help when you're looking at it from a manufacturing, agriculture, or even energy point. He has that expertise, and also great expertise in terms of vehicle and asset financing. So anybody who knows Bruce will tell you that, he's well vested around all these areas. He comes with over 25 years banking experience and has worked with various financial institutions, driving growth and providing strategic direction. So Bruce, we just want to welcome you to today's masterclass. It's good to have you on the hot seat. because you're always supporting us at the back end. So I'm quite happy that you have come to join us and close the masterclass. Like I have said, we've had different experts come in, but I thought it would be important for you to bring it home for us and really be able to support clients with the tools and that would be able to help them grow the business. So I'd just like to welcome you to today's session.
Thank you very much, Wanji, and certainly looking forward to the conversation. And good afternoon, listeners. So looking forward to the conversation, and I hope it will be quite interactive. Like you mentioned, I think it's important that if they have any questions, they need to drop them into the link box itself so that we have that meaningful interaction. So yeah, looking forward, and thank you for having me.
Okay, great. So as we are kicking off today's masterclass, the first question that I would have, and I think a lot of our enterprises are always, coming to us talking about financing, seeing how best the bank can support. So I think, it's always good to get the elephant out of the room. The first question that I'll probably pose to you is, what financing options are available for enterprises, for businesses, be them small, medium, businesses, and how does one qualify for that financing?
Yeah, thanks, Wanji. That's a great question to kick off the conversations. But what I thought was that first and foremost, maybe before I get to answer that exciting, question, I thought firstly it's important, just to put in the elements that really build up to, to those financing options. And for me, it's about customer value propositions, how we think about clients in terms of how do we want a solution for them, coming up with tools, solutions to make their businesses obviously, are supported. So the first thing I think for me is, first of all, from a growth point of view, we are a bank that believes that from a customer value proposition, first of all, we want to fuel the customer's growth. Every client has an ambition to grow from whatever position they are in, be it an SME, probably or a one-man business or one-lady business. You want that business basically to grow to a larger enterprise, in a couple of years' time. And obviously, for us as Absa, our proposition is that we want to support you all the way from being that SME to that big business that you want to aspire to be in the next couple of years. So that's one thinking. Growth, fueling growth for that particular business is what we're looking for. That's number one in terms of customer value proposition. The second thing I think for us, when we think about it, is that convenience is critical for our clients. And when I say convenience, it's about making it easy for them to do transactions with us. And so we create enabling platforms to ensure that customers can be able to reach us at their convenience, be it channels around branches, be it channels around internet banking, ATMs, depositors. All those are avenues that we want to extend to clients to ensure that there's convenience for them to do banking business with us at ease. I think the third element that I want to raise is the issue around our models. We work on a model which we call relationship management model. And the reason is because at any given time, you want to have that individual that understands your business from where you are, your ambition, what you want, how you want it, and where you want to take your business. For us, I think that's very important from an Absa point of view. That relationship manager is the individual that will understand your business in and out, such that if you have any need, that is the person that will obviously put your request forward to ensure that your ambitions are met, your aspirations are met from that perspective. So as Absa, we have developed highly skilled relationship managers to ensure that the conversations are happening at the level they are supposed to be happening from that perspective. Then the last point I wanted to raise is that we also look at value beyond banking, because sometimes these are elements that people just gloss over. But for us, it's important because then we are able to demonstrate that we are very interested in your business, not only from a financial point of view, but also from an enablement point of view, in the sense that we want to introduce you to business development skills. We want to introduce you to networking opportunities, because then you learn from other clients that have basically gone ahead of you from that perspective. So I felt that I think it's important that I raise these, aspects around customer value propositions, because these feed in very well into the financing options that you're asking for me to speak about just now, from that perspective. So I thought, let me set the scene from that perspective. Now, coming to your question, obviously, I think the question is financing options. There are plenty of financing options that we can look at from a banking point of view. We've got so many solutions that we can give. For instance, let's start with the easy one, which is trade. Trade, everybody does trade, to a large extent. You trade between one business to another, one individual to another. You can trade within country, you can trade outside the country, you can trade within the region. What is important is obviously facilitation of trade. A number of people do trade sometimes on open account, where you send money to somebody else, and ultimately you trust that they'll be able to deliver the goods that that you've ordered from a trade point of view. And sometimes those things don't go very well, and you want to make sure that you secure yourself so that you're able to be comfortable that what I've ordered is to the quality and it will come timely from that perspective. And so from a trade point of view, we've got instruments that we can use, or tools that we can use to facilitate importation or export of whatever goods that you want to bring in or you want to export. For instance, letters of credit are one example that we have at Absa. We pride ourselves because we've got a structured team that looks into solutioning from that perspective. We also have guarantees. We also have instruments like invoice discounting and purchase order financing facilities. These are important tools that will help you be comfortable and secure in terms of making sure that whatever business activities that you are doing, you are safeguarded, you're not going to lose money, and you'll be able to sleep comfortably from the convenience of your home. I think that's very important for us to underscore that point. So trade is a key component and a key product or tool that we have. We have a team dedicated just basically to structure these particularly for you, because obviously we understand that each business is different at any given time. So there are nuances that we have to build in, even as we look at generic product range that we do offer. Then I think the other piece that I just want to emphasize is that given where businesses are at different times of the maturity ladder, you'll find that some businesses would want to spend in terms of capex. And in this particular case, I'm talking about you wanting to buy maybe a movable asset, like a truck. You want to increase scale in terms of the fleet that you want to have as a business itself. We've got a facility. We call it commercial asset finance, or vehicle and asset finance as it is typically known in the market. So we have, again, that particular facility in the sense that we can structure transactions between 1 year to 5 years with flexible repayment program, depending on how your cash flows do come into the business itself. I think that's very important for us to underscore that particular product, because it also speaks to how your cash flows come in, where your business is, and how you can structure that transaction, even to take advantage of even tax opportunities, from a structuring point of view. That's the second piece. And I think the other piece is obviously that we've obviously launched from an SME point of view is unsecured lending, which is obviously to make sure that we can cover the SMEs in terms of from a lending point of view. And this basically is, you want small ticket, overdrafts or term loans. We are able to structure something like that for you. So Banji, really from a lending or financing point of view, we have all the structures and products and tools that we can give to our clients. Some of them obviously is term loans. You want to improve or buy a property and so forth. We can give you a medium-term loan with extended tenures from that perspective. Working capital facilities from working capital, which is overdrafts and so forth. We can structure all those things from a business banking point of view. So really, the options are many. It's a question of, again, sitting with your relationship manager having those conversations, planning conversations about where you want your business to go in the next couple of years and so forth. And so we can be able to put that on the table for you. So really, from a financing point of view, those are the tools that we can use, apart from the generic, obviously, transactional banking facilities and digital services that we can look at.
Okay, and I think you brought in an important point there, which is around making sure that the conversation is had.
Absolutely.
Because if the conversation is not being had, then you will not really know the option that might be most suitable for you. I know many a time talking to clients, they'll almost think that it's a one-size-fits-all approach, which is not the case. So we really do encourage our clients to make sure that you speak to your relationship manager, you let us know. We are more than happy to come to you so that we can have that conversation and actually structure the right product that will suit your business need. And I think maybe now that we have talked about the different financing options that we have, maybe just very quickly before we get into the requirements that one needs, what sectors actually fit into this?
I think as a bank, we obviously are very happy with our growth sectors. I think there's a whole range of growth sectors that you can ordinarily look at from a country point of view. Sectors like agribusiness is priority. I mean, if we look at what government is trying to do there in terms of bringing maize production to about 10 million metric tons, that's an opportunity that is created, and that feeds off into both primary as well as secondary agri, which is the processing, the millers and so forth. So that creates capacity, for an opportunity for clients. So that's one sector that we're looking at. The second sector, obviously, is the mining sector. As you are aware of what's happening in that sector, there's a lot of investment that is going on in that particular sector. The big mines are investing quite heavily in their, billions of US dollars coming through. And what gives confidence is the fact that, the suppliers to these mines are typically, SMEs or commercial clients, because typically you find that most of these mines do not invest in, say, for instance, mining itself. So it will be a client in commercial or in SME that will basically come in to fill up that gap. And now they've even there's even an SI that is coming into play, which is local content, which is exciting. And I think it gives an opportunity for most of the SMEs to be key suppliers to the mine. So let's take advantage of that. And as Absa, like I mentioned, when we spoke about the product range, there is a number of interventions that we can put on the table for you to be able to participate in that particular sector itself. So we're excited. We've got teams right here in Lusaka. We've got teams on the Copper Belt, in Northwestern, Solwezi, and so forth, that can be able to speak to you and structure transactions for you to be able to take advantage of that particular opportunity. Then the other sector, obviously, is the energy sector, which again is key, both on the renewable side as well as the fuel side. So we see a lot of investment coming in there. We understand there are a lot of opportunities from a power generation point of view. PPAs are being signed with the various clients and so forth that are looking to financing. And again, as Absa, we have the solutions basically to support you from that perspective in terms of if you want to invest into renewables from that perspective, or you want to be that client that wants to participate obviously in the importation of fuel itself, whether directly in fuel, or you want to be the transporter for these commodities around the country. So we participate in that particular space. So that sector is key for us. I think also telcos is a very important sector for us. We've seen growth there, so we want to participate supporting the telco sector or the MNOs from that perspective. Then also we can speak about hospitality. It's coming up nicely. The other time I was speaking to the chairman of the Tourism Association, and it was a very good conversation that we had around what is the expectation around tourist arrivals in Zambia, and you can see the trajectory looking very, very positive. So it's a sector that is growing, and it's a sector that we want to play into as a bank. Then I think the construction sector, if we're to leave that one in terms of infrastructure, If you are that client, obviously, that wants to support the construction of infrastructure, roads, borders, we also are keen to look at such propositions and applications to support clients from that perspective, given infrastructure is key to development and so forth. So really, it's an opportunity. It's a myriad of sectors that we believe are the key drivers in terms of moving the economy forward.
Okay, and it's great that we've touched on the product. Great that we touched on the sector. Maybe very quickly, I know the requirement is still very key, and our clients would be quite interested because as they come through, and we can have a greater conversation around the requirements. But maybe just very briefly touching, on what key requirements or what they must look out for as they are coming to discuss any financing options.
Absolutely. And I think that's a very key question, because sometimes that's where communication does fall through the cracks in terms of what are the real requirements for a customer to access financing. And I think it's very critical that, for instance, a business that wants to borrow, we need to know a little bit more about you. So your company profile is key. And in the profile there's a number of elements that we look at: who the management is, who the shareholders are, projections, and so forth. Those are important elements because that helps us know a little bit more about you as a client from that perspective. Then obviously, I think financial statements critical. And there is a debate obviously around financial statements, whether they're really important or not important. But really, if you are a business, you always want to understand and know how you are faring from one financial year to the other. And financial statements are key indicators to that extent. So those are important for you to keep from a business point of view, so that even as you bring the documentation to the bank, we are able to look at it and advise and assess and say, okay, to what extent of lending or debt do you want to extend to the business itself? I think that's important. I think the other elements are basically, if you don't bank with us, we can still have a conversation with you. Key elements will obviously to understand how your banking business has been done, wherever you bank at the moment. But you are welcome basically to engage with us so that we see how we can solution for you from that perspective. So I think those are the key elements for me in terms of the key requirements that a business should be able to bring to us, so that we have a meaningful conversation around the requirements from a borrowing point of view. So yeah, financial is very, very important. I think as a business, you do yourself a favor to ensure that you know what is happening in your business, and it can only be understood from a financial statement point of view.
Okay, great. So and I think that probably is the genesis of where we usually stand when it comes to engaging our clients, so that they do really understand what documentation they need to look out for. And this was covered in our financial management masterclass, the previous masterclass, the very first masterclass actually that we hosted. So maybe before I ask my next question, just to let you know, in case you have just joined us, we would like to welcome you to today's Business Management Tool Masterclass that is being anchored by the Absa Bank Zambia Business Banking Director, Mr. Bruce Jani. I did pose a question earlier. I have not seen any response so far. And the question was really, if any one of us has been following the previous masterclasses, please let us know which one of those masterclasses was your favorite and how it has positively impacted your business. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then also, if you have a question as Bruce is giving the presentation, you have a question, burning question that cannot hold until we get to the Q&A session, please just post your question in the chat. We'll be able to read it out, but we will also have a dedicated Q&A session as we get to the end of the presentation. So at this point, Bruce, maybe coming to my second question, and that's really around, we've talked about the financing side, the access to finance, as we would like to call it, but there's also a critical part, which is around, how we are able to support clients through non-financial avenues, or technical assistance as they usually call it. So what non-financial support does the bank offer to help businesses grow?
Yeah, thank you very much, Banji, for that. And It's an important question in the sense that I think it's relevant, especially now that quite a number of people getting into entrepreneurship. And for us, it's to disseminate the information as to what is critical at any given point in time. And the first one that I would really love to talk about is obviously access to business development skills. I think sometimes we make the assumption that we know everything, but I think to leverage off experts, are financially, skilled to help you develop maybe a business plan, or to help you understand why it is important to, produce financial statements on a yearly basis, or how to write a business plan. From that perspective, I think it's very important. Sometimes we gloss over these things and we underplay the importance of these elements, but they are key, because these are what creates sustainability in a business going forward, because then you'll be able to look back and say, well, this is where my business started at, and this is where my business is now. This is where I want to go. So access to business development skills is very critical. And for us as Absa, we have developed, the hubs, what are called, hubs both in Solwezi and Livingstone. I think for us, those hubs have given us a lot of insights and learnings in terms of how should we be engaging, how should we be tweaking, how do we think about the future in terms of supporting small businesses as they are coming up. Some of them are startups, but it's the hand-holding that is important to make sure that we take them from the levels that they are at to the next level. So these hubs are there where coaching sessions are held by various people with different skill sets that support these elements. And so far for 2025, we've been able to train 700 customers through those hubs between Livingstone and Solwezi. And so we're looking for probably in the near future to open a third one. I won't say where, but obviously I think it's an ambition that we have from that perspective. So access to business development skills is critical. Then obviously I think the other piece that I just want to bring to the fore is a tool that we developed, because sometimes there's a notion that getting audited financial statements is a cost. So as a bank, through again the innovation hubs, we developed in partnership with one of the developers, develop what we call a business management tool, which is exciting, and I'll talk a little bit more about it a little later. And this particular tool is important because then it kind of brings in efficiency from a business point of view. Instead of outsourcing your bookkeeping or your HR functions, you can actually do it yourself and have somebody just to vet or verify basically what you have done, which reduces cost to doing business and so forth. So that's one of the elements that we bring from an Absa point of view. The other piece obviously is access to information. I think critical to the fact that information is power, as people say, is key. It's the future, it's the oil. Without information from a business point of view, it will be difficult for you obviously to reach clients. It will be difficult for you to know what opportunities are there in the market. So we drive networking opportunities within the bank itself to ensure that clients are able to learn from those that have matured in the business or sector that you have that you are aiming to get into. So for us, I think that's critical, and that's a huge opportunity that we bring from a non-financial solutioning point of view from that perspective. So we have events from time to time where we bring networking opportunities, be at our head office here, maybe a Friday afternoon or evening. We get different people or different clients come in and sit in the environment and discuss what they do and how they've been able to navigate some of the challenges that they've been able to face over a period of time. And lastly, I think for us is access to markets is key. We've been able to, over the last couple of years, been involved in trade missions. For instance, we've been able to send some clients to Congo, sponsored some of them, and we want to now grow in that space, working with our partners ZDA. And especially now that there's this element around export of beef, we want to see how we can basically latch on to that opportunity as well. Then the other piece I think that we are also big on is the Inspire Me conference for the women, which was hosted here in Zambia successfully. That conference is a Pan-African conference. We rotated in different countries. We're still looking to see which is the next country. So I think be on the lookout, ladies, women that are in business, basically to see where the next destination is. And we work with our partners in Kenya and Ghana to basically make this work from that perspective. So I think by and large, Vanji, those are the key elements that we look for and drive to ensure that we support businesses from a non-financial perspective and so forth. So yeah, I hope that gives comfort and confidence to our clients that there is opportunities, not only financial, but also the softer side, which is the non-financial piece itself.
Okay, and thank you so much. So I think for me, critical to this is really the fact that we are providing market linkage to clients. So if you're looking into export, there is an opportunity to get into Congo. You've talked about, exploring beef, the export of beef as an opportunity as well. Digital marketplace is becoming critical. So the e-commerce piece around that, you just don't want a physical market.
Absolutely.
You also want to be able to play at a global level. So trainings have been happening that we are supporting clients with. But also, I think for me is the importance around the innovation hubs, making sure that we are able to tap into the different value chains. So whether you're looking at mining from a northwestern province, tourism, which is really critical to the, both are critical to our country's development. I think as Absa, we are there really just trying to see how we can support. And I'm quite keen to hear about the business management tool. I think our clients will be very happy with that. But before I ask the next question, we do have a comment in the chat from Mbita Silutongwe. Mbita, thank you for the chat. Mbita says, I'm an Absa account holder who proudly opened my account in 2009. I'm in formal employment, and at the same time, my wife and I are running a logistics business. Mbita's question is, how easy is it to open a business account?
Yes, Mbita, thank you very much for that question. To open a business account is very, very easy. Actually, what we have done recently is that we've even gone digital. You don't have to come to the bank to open the account. So if you go to our website, there is a link there that is set up for you to download account application forms and then upload them into the link itself, and the team should be able to process your account application process itself. So it's fairly easy, but if you feel the need obviously to come and engage, we also have teams available here at head office that can reach out to you. But more importantly, I think we will get your contact so that we create that convenience, because we understand business people are very busy. Time is money. So we will send your relationship manager, your potential relationship manager, to your office or to the location that you allow us to, so that they can bring the account opening forms, and then they can walk you through the process itself, which would be fairly easy, and then you get to know who your relationship manager is going to be at that point in time. So it's a straightforward process. What is critical is to make sure that for businesses, the necessary documentation around certificate of incorporation and those articles, you have them from that perspective. I think that's the long and short in terms of the process itself of opening an account with Absa. It's very easy.
Okay. We also have a comment coming from Deborah. Deborah, thank you for the comment. She says, will we be able to share these materials? So Deborah and everybody else who's been able to put their email address in the hope that we can send them. I'd actually encourage you to go to our YouTube page. So if you go to the YouTube page, please just search for Absa Zambia, and it's not just for this particular masterclass. You will actually find recordings of all the previous masterclasses. So what you will have actually is a wealth of information that is sitting for you to be able to listen to it at a time of your convenience. But I would really encourage you to go to our YouTube page, which is Absa Zambia, and then you will be able to access all the masterclasses from financial management to HR management, every single one of them, including this one. You will be able to get the information. So maybe Bruce, just to get along, my next question would be, how can enterprises embrace technological solutions to become more efficient and competitive in the marketplace? We know that technology, is key for any organization, but now more so ever in business. I was at a session this morning and they were saying, if you're not using technology for your business, you are really losing out. So what solutions can an enterprise use for them to become more competitive in the marketplace?
Yeah, I think, Banji, the point that you've underscored there is very important. Technology is the now and the future. If you don't embrace technology, you are basically creating inefficiencies within your business, because like I mentioned earlier, for entrepreneurs, time is money. Things evolve very, very quickly. So we have various solutions that we can put on the table for you to look at from a digital point of view. For instance, internet banking is one platform that we pride ourselves in from an Absa point of view, and it cuts across the SMEs and the commercial clients. In terms of the convenience, it's open 24/7. The internet platform itself, for you to send money to various clients. That's one benefit around it, and it's real time. If you're settling within obviously the Absa environment, and now with the RTGS and so forth, it's almost instant for you to send money to the next bank almost instantly. Then obviously, I think importantly to mention is that our platforms do offer bulk payment solutioning, which I think is a very key capability that we're looking at, because our clients obviously sometimes do pay multiple suppliers or do pay their staff, and it's a bulk payment processing that happens. So with an efficient tool that basically allows you to pay multiple suppliers at any given time. So that's very important, because this all speaks to convenience in managing your business itself, rather than you doing the manual way where you have to write, and sometimes there are errors that do pop in there as you are giving manual instructions for processing and so forth. But now, at the convenience of a button, at the convenience of you being in your office or at home, you can basically process payments from that perspective. So our internet banking is one of the most robust on the market, and it's one that you can easily access, and our team is on hand basically to sign you up like tomorrow for you to enjoy the facility. That's number one. Then number two, I think the important one is obviously businesses do have to pay taxes. We have launched our Smart Pay solution to our clients. Very robust, very integrated with the ZRA system, such that when you log on, basically you should be able to pay these regulatory payments and statutory payments with relative ease and so forth. And the platform is available 24/7. So from that perspective, you can see that it's value that you want to derive out of these particular tools that we are looking at. So internet banking, Smart Pay is the second. The other piece of obviously digital, drive from an Absa point of view is that, and we earlier spoke about it, Vanji, in terms of the point of sale. It's a facility that has been there for many years, but it's evolving in terms of how it's being utilized. Right now, we have MNO payments on our point of sale, which we do receive from that perspective, and we have 3 MNOs that we can use from that perspective, that a client can use payments for, which is great. We're the only bank probably that has that facility right now. Recently, we did launch the MobiTap itself, which is an exciting tool, for your business. The convenience of accepting payments through a handset, which looks like a phone, and you can move around with it. If your business is the one that is very mobile, you can have it in your pocket and get collections and payments through that convenience itself. So that's exciting. This is about convenience. This is about making sure that we create capacity for you to receive payments at any location, be it in your shop, be it at your office, be it if you are a younger driver, or I've seen another cab company, I can't remember the name now. You can receive payments from that perspective. So really, really exciting. And also, I think importantly, we also have e-commerce, which is online payment capability that we've built over the years as Absa itself. Very secure from that perspective. So really happy to to have those tools that are available to you, and accessing them is very, very easy. It's a simple documentation for us to onboard you on the internet platform, on the SmartPay platform, as well as on the point of sale platform itself. Then I think lastly,
so maybe I just want to quickly I just need to interject, because yes. I don't want us to gloss over a very important bit of information. Yeah. I think when you look at the utilization of mobile money yes. in the country, yeah. the penetration that we've had, the number of users yes. That we have right across, yes. this is a channel that is being used every single corner of the country.
Absolutely.
You brought about the fact that the bank is the only one so far yes. that has 3 MNOs.
Yes.
I want us to stay on that point.
Okay.
I want us to stay on that point, because customers may not be able to know that when they actually walk into a store
yeah.
or they walk into, they want to pay in a retail, the grocery store, yeah. in a restaurant, wherever they may be, yeah. they can actually use mobile money.
Absolutely.
Using the Absa point of sale. So I just want us to break it down, who the MNOs are, let's just break it down a little bit further. Okay. I thought it was important, so that we don't.
That particular point,
yes,
we have 3 MNOs, and it's the big MNOs, the traditional ones. We have Airtel, we have MTN, and we have Zamtel. So like I said, I think we pride ourselves to be the only bank that has 3 on our point of sale devices at the moment. So and it's been working excellently from that perspective. And so we urge our clients out there, even as you are making payments, when you have probably left your device or your card somewhere, you can actually facilitate payment through these point of sale and get your goods from that perspective. So happy really for us to to onboard any person that wants to be a merchant.
Yes.
Onboarding you as a merchant is a very, very easy exercise from our perspective. So we have a dedicated team of relationship managers that can, reach out to you, to be able to onboard you on our point of sale and on MobiTap, which is the tool that we recently launched from that perspective. And also the issue around e-commerce, because obviously we're a global player. E-commerce is becoming, an important tool, especially in the hospitality industry itself, but also in other, sectors that we believe need, platform-based payment mechanism.
Okay. Yeah. No, thank you for that. So I think to our clients, there is an opportunity, right? Real-time opportunity that has been put across. If ever you were sitting and wondering, what other business can I do, or what other opportunity is there for me to start a business, there you have it. You can actually become a merchant, and that's a real-time, proposal that's on the table right now. So the team is available if you would like to, or are interested to be a merchant, or find out more information about our merchant acquiring business. Please just drop again in the chat box your details, and we'll be able to get back to you. So Bruce, I'll hand back to you. I did have to stop you for a second because I thought that was quite important, but I'll hand back to you with the next part of the presentation.
Yes, thank you very much, Banji, for that. And again, just to reemphasize before I go to the next tool, which is critical as well, is the MobiTap. We're seeing a lot of interest in this one because it's like a phone. It's basically a phone where you can take it wherever you want to get payments and so forth. So if you are that merchant or client that needs the convenience of a device, We are available. You can just again type in the chat itself to say, please contact me, and we should be able to send a team to your premises to basically do the onboarding process itself. So lastly, the tool that I really want to emphasize on is the tool that we've been navigating, and this is a tool that was developed out of our innovation hub, which we call the business management tool. This is a tool that has created convenience, efficiency to a large extent, and it has also brought in cost effectiveness, because the elements that are built in this particular tool are elements around, managing your finances. We spoke earlier around, you outsourcing your bookkeeping or your accounting activities, and sometimes these come with huge costs, given that this is heavy in terms of manpower and so forth. You could actually cut that cost, because this particular tool can produce your financial statements to a large extent, and then you just get the auditor to come and certify based on the information that you have produced from that perspective. So it has a whole range of capabilities in there, not only financial statements, but it can also do cash flows for it. Can do cash flow projections, if you want to plan out your business growth, which we can validate and use from an Absa point of view if you want to borrow in the near future and so forth. So that's an important tool. That's one element, which is the finance piece that it brings to the fore. The second piece, which is I think quite exciting, is that sometimes other issues, say for instance issues around HR, how do you manage your people, how do you manage leave in your business and so forth. Sometimes we use manual tools like a book, but you find that this book can get lost. So this particular tool can actually be used for that, where you can manage your manpower, salary processing, leave management and so forth. This is a very interesting option that has been created to make your business much more agile, much more efficient, in the sense that you have so many things that are important. Yours is to probably sell and look for clients, and you don't want to spend too much admin time writing in a manual way to manage these particular issues. You just basically clock into the tool itself, and it will be able to onboard your staff to manage leave and so forth, or those things that I've actually emphasized on. I think the other piece is around managing inventory. If you are one that stocks up quite a number of things like stock for your businesses, again, this tool can basically do inventory management for you, which is I think exciting. Then it cuts down on the extra layers of cost to manage your business. So for us, it's a tool that we believe in. It's a tool that we developed within our environment, working with one of our clients, that was and it was developed within the innovation hub itself. So that's what makes us quite excited, and this is the outcome of what an innovation hub can actually do, bring out such innovation from that perspective. So it's a tool that is available if you really want to sign up on it, to make sure that you keep your documents, you keep your books in order. This is a tool that needs to be used, because information, like we said, is power. Tomorrow you want to know how much you are doing as a business. You want to plan out how your growth trajectory should look like. This is the tool that you can use from that perspective. So really exciting, and it comes at a minimal cost really, at the end of the day. So really, I'm employing our clients and would-be clients out there basically to sign up to this particular tool. So far, I think the feedback has been very, very positive from those that are using it.
Okay, so I did note, I think on your previous slide, it should have been about 350 people are already using this in the back end, trying to feed more information so that we can see how we can better this tool. But I do have a comment from Madriel, and I hope Madriel, I'm pronouncing the name correctly. I hope that the information just given on the business management tool itself, BTM as it's called, is actually answering your question. So Madrian's question is, as a business, we are banking with Absa, but usually have challenges around selling without paper money or Momo? What is available for businesses to capture such sales? So as I was listening to you and looking at Mariel's question, I couldn't help but actually think that the business management tool is actually addressing what is being raised.
Absolutely. I mean, it clocks in your sales, because that's what then informs the production of your financial statements. So I think it's a tool that I would really emphasize that you sign up on, and the sign up process is very easy, and you'll be able to appreciate the outcomes in terms of those numbers once you see that popping through from a financial statement point of view. So happy to have that engagement with you, Adriel, post this conversation.
Okay, so Madria, we do have your contact number. You've provided that to us, and we will be able to contact you just shortly after this so that we can schedule that appointment. There was also a question coming through from Blessed, and again, it's around account opening. So Blessed did ask, can one open a unit trust account online? On the unit trust, because that's more a retail based product, my suggestion would be that I think let's have the conversations with the team just to get in the detail, because today it's around business, but I think we can still reach out to put a solution for you, working with our colleagues in the retail banking space. So I think we can get his contact and then we pick it up from there. Okay, thanks. Yeah. So Blessed will kindly ask that you drop us your contact details, drop us your email, so that we can have somebody from our retail team actually reach out to you and be able to have a conversation, but happy for us to unlock any opportunity that may lie there or any support that you may require. So I think you've spoken about the whole aspect of the importance of digital, and we'll call it digital transformation, because really it encompasses how it's supposed to transform a business to make you more competitive, to make you more efficient. It just brings in a certain sense of agility within the business operations. So maybe to sum it up, what are those impacts and benefits that you see?
I think the benefits that I see, when one signs up or goes digital, really is that first of all, it creates efficiency. You can imagine if if you look backwards, maybe 10-15 years from now, when people were logging in their sales data, you had to go to a ledger. Every ledger you are writing, I've sold to X, the amount you posted there. But now we are saying it's a click of a button, you post your invoice and you post that sales. That's efficiency.
Yeah.
That gives you time back into your calendar as an entrepreneur, because yours is to look for market for sales, more growth for your business itself. That's important. Secondly, obviously, it also improves regulatory compliance. Because you have to submit your returns, so you want to make sure that the submissions are very timely. If you go digital, it's a click of a button. You have your financials, you take them for endorsement, you file them in either with PACRA or the taxman themselves. Thirdly, from that perspective, is that you are looking for financing. You don't have to start hiring accountants. What we believe is that because we developed this tool, it's a tool that interfaces with the information that we have from an Absa point of view. So we should be able to a large extent, rely on this information for us to make decisions around lending itself. So that's, again, an additional benefit that we see from that perspective. So really for us, I think those are the key elements. There could be others that I can think of, but the issue is that it creates convenience for you. For instance, leave management that I spoke about, you don't have to start, putting it in your mind that, my staff is due for leave. The tool itself, once you plug in your staff details, it will tell you when your staff is supposed to go on leave. That's important. element in terms of running your business itself. So I think, Wanji, by and large, those are the impacts and the benefits that we see that we bring from a digital point of view, if we're to speak about the BMT. But over and above that, we've spoken about the point of sale. It improves your collection. You don't have to have stacks of money, which is a risk because of the environment that we operate in. It's digital money that feeds into your account. At the end of the day, it's secure, it's safe. That's one element that I can also bring out strongly from that perspective. We've talked about the MobiTap. I mean, convenience, wherever you are. If your business is one that is mobile, probably you have commodities at the back of your vehicle, which you are selling. Guess what? A MobiTap in your pocket, wherever you stop and park, there's a customer. They tap, you collect the payment, and you sell your goods from that perspective. So that convenience is real. It's happening right now. So those are the impacts and benefits that we think we should be able to bring to you from a business banking point of view and an Absa point of view to your business. So we're looking forward to more engagements because I think the time in terms of investing into digital is now because of the benefits that we're seeing from that perspective. So yeah.
Okay, thank you for that and such a detailed presentation that we've had. If we're looking from where we started from in terms of financing options that are available to the non-financial support and now getting into digital, I think we cannot gloss over the fact that the contribution from digital economy, is quite significant, even not just from a country point, but even just globally. So it is important that you start investing in technology, implementing technological solutions within your business, and we're more than happy to be here to support. At this point, we are now getting into our Q&A. We do have questions that have been dropping through the chat, and thank you for the questions, and I'll be able to read. We actually have 2 questions that are pending in the chat, but in case you'd want to ask Bruce a direct question, please raise your hand and then we'll be able to call you out, unmute your mic, and then you can be able to ask the question. But firstly, let me go to the first question in the chat, which is coming from Grace Chikumo Mtonga. Grace says, greetings. Do you provide individual tailored support for startups? She's provided her details, but I think the question is really around tailored solutions within the startups, and I think this is leaning more into our innovation hubs and how we're able to support even outside the hubs.
Absolutely. We do, and that's why the element of the hubs is very critical for us, because that's where we provide the environment in which we are able to incubate, I think is the word, startups for you to grow in a very sustainable way, and then from there we migrate you to the mainline businesses themselves. So I think let's have that conversation. I'm not sure where, Grace, you are based, but I think we'd be happy to again engage with you to understand how we can support you from that perspective.
Okay, so we actually have Grace's contact details, so we'll be able to contact you and then just be able to have that conversation further. The next question is coming from, it says finance department. There's no particular name, but the finance department in this case is asking, how does a business access the BMT and what are the costs attached to it? They have provided their email address, which is a start, I think, particularly on the cost element. But in terms of accessing, I think the
accessing is basically we just need your contact details basically, and you'll be contacted. It's a form filling exercise, very basic form itself. From a cost point of view, like I mentioned, I think it's almost a zero cost, but there is a small fee there, which we haven't yet started charging, but I think we will be charging because of the operational side of maintaining that particular tool itself. So, but it's very minimal from that perspective. So your contact details are what is critical, and we'll reach out to you through our teams to ensure that we onboard you.
Okay, thank you. So finance department, please just be able to look out for an email coming from the Absa team, and we'll be able to help you just have an understanding of how you can get on. I do see a hand from Mudenda Munkombwe. So Mudenda, I'll just kindly ask that you unmute your mic and be able to ask the question. Mudenda, over to you.
Hi, thank you very much. I just want to say this has been really
Mudenda,
helpful.
just give us a second. I'm not able to clearly hear you. You can go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you very much for another interesting session. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I'm sure you're aware of this from previous discussions, but I just want to re-emphasize. So I'm based here in Edinburgh, Scotland, and I just want to, share with you how, even for those of us who are based out of the country, the products that you are offering are really working for us because, got something coming up here.
Good afternoon, this is a building announcement. All lifts remain closed in the north of the building for the rest of the day. Any further updates will be provided.
Sorry about that.
Not a problem.
Yeah, so I just wanted to share that the way it's working for me, I do have a business which I'm trying to grow in Zambia with my clients in Zambia. And the way it's working for me is that my clients, when they purchase goods which I send from here, Scotland, they pay through Airtel, and I just push my money to Absa account. So what I've done is I've just bought a special phone. This interruption. Yeah, I just have a special phone.
This is a building announcement. All lifts remain closed in the north of the building.
Okay, we seem to have lost Mudenda for a second.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the announcement. Okay, it's
that's
finished
fine.
now. Yeah,
Okay.
so even though I'm out of the country, I'm still able to run a business in Zambia. And I just want you to be aware so that, when you're, developing your products, be aware that your clients are not just in Zambia, but think about us who are also out of the country trying to run businesses in Zambia. We're also contributing to the Zambian economy from outside the country. And we do have an advantage in that when it comes to, it might be really difficult for Zambian-based businesses to raise money. But in my case, if I want to borrow money, I can borrow from a UK bank. But also, it's not really that difficult for me to raise a certain amount of money, even just from my own personal resources. So thank you very much, and please do continue with these sessions.
For me, I'm excited to hear that, but maybe a reaction from you.
Yeah, thank you, Mudenda, and that's very important. That I think we shouldn't limit ourselves just to think local, which is in country. It's good that we are hearing from somebody in the diaspora in terms of what some of the capabilities that we have can do and add value to the business. But I think we take note of the point that you've made around thinking about you and solutioning for you as well. So from a borrowing point of view, there's also opportunity for us to basically be able to on-lend something to you, assuming you want to borrow, not only in the UK, but also here. I think we can look at, other lending, instruments, like unsecured lending and so forth. There is that avenue. So maybe those are conversations that we can pick down the line. But I think we've taken note around what you've mentioned in terms of working through the MMOs around, payment collection itself. So really, really great to hear that story. And I hope it resonates with the rest of the people some of the people that are on the call as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that feedback, Mudenda. So we do have a comment that is coming from Teresa. Teresa says, greetings. I just want to understand if it's necessary to have so many notifications apart from transactional ones that go up to 8 in a month and they are charged a service. So I'm not too sure whether this is combination. It could be probably combination of retail and business.
Yeah.
It's not quite clear. But maybe Teresa will take this away. If you could just provide us with your contact details so that we can get a clear understanding of the experience that you're having, and we can try to see how we can manage that experience better. We have a comment from Grace Mtonga again saying, I'm so grateful. I look forward to your email. And I think that is in response to the earlier request. Tari Sai, we do see your contact details with regards to a request for BMT and Mobitap, so we'll definitely get back to you. And we also have a question from Yvonne that says, good afternoon. I have a new business through my skill, but then struggling in terms of capital. How do you help in such situations? Again, I think this is speaking to startup. So maybe we can just also give a comment there. I think you had provided, but maybe just again to come into the startup space.
Absolutely. I think it's about incubation again, because if you're a startup, there are certain key elements that we need to be aware of, especially that we need to make sure we handhold you. So our innovation hubs create that platform to basically see how we can support you from a startup point of view until you get to a level of maturity. Then it becomes, business as usual in terms of supporting the business at that level of maturity. So really looking forward again. I think it's one where we can again take the details and then come back to her and see how we can, support her better.
Okay, so Yvonne, please just look out for again somebody from the team contacting you so that we can just fully understand what business you're into and the support that you require. I think on the back of Mudenda's comment or question she raised, she has put her details, so please be on the lookout for her details. She's put that in case there's anyone who's interested in getting an understanding of the services she's able to provide out of the UK. Great. So at this point, Bruce, we don't have any...
Actually, I'm excited. That point that where Mudenda has actually put her contact details. For me, I think this is the platform that we've been talking about. It's about networking. So from this conversation, you can see that you can actually create market for yourself. In the networking opportunities so that you expand your business opportunities. So great really that she's put it out there. So I'm excited that in this conversation, this is able to happen in real time. So really, really good stuff out there. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. So it's really about striking the iron whilst it's still hot. So please just look out for how to get in touch with Mudenda at this point. So I think coming to the close of today's session, my question really is, we've talked about how we've been able to host different masterclasses. You've run us through the different channels or tools that enterprises can use, and how they can help to grow their businesses. But I think fundamentally, we are coming to the close of the year. We're in December. The year went by so quickly. It was a blink of an eye. What should our clients expect in the coming year?
I think, it's a good question. I mean, this has been a great year, full of interesting learnings. Like you said, first and foremost, I mean, we hosted our very first successful, Inspire Me conference, where it was a Pan-African, conference. And so for us, that's one of the key elements in terms of Inspire Me that we want to leverage off even into 2026. Like I mentioned, I think the issue is now obviously which location. And I think we should be excited because in the interactions itself, and it was interesting, and why I'm emphasizing this one is that it was interesting when the Ghanaian and Kenyan team were in country for the Inspire Me. There was a lot of networking. There was a lot of goods that they brought in, which could obviously open opportunities for business opportunities in Zambia for Zambians. So as we look forward into 2026, look forward to the Inspire Me conference, whether in whichever country, and that information obviously will go out fairly in the beginning of the new year. And it's about, again, you as a business trying to take advantage of the business opportunities in whichever country we're going to be in, please prepare. What we saw with the Ghanaians and Kenyans was interesting because they came with the commodities and they left with money, which was great. So let's also, as the old Zambian adage, revenge and, take our commodities out there and sell so that they're able to appreciate what we can produce from a Zambia point of view. So the Inspire Me conference is one that I'll put on the table that I think look out for that one. It's coming definitely. That's number one. Then I think number two is these master classes. Definitely, we're going to, have these again in an exciting form, like we have had today and the many before, with different speakers, different topics and exciting stuff because they are relevant to obviously building capacity in terms of the business itself. So look out for those. We're going to have them throughout the year, next year. And I think we want also to do a lot of face-to-face engagements, with clients to ensure that, instead of just being meeting digitally, I think we want to meet you face-to-face to ensure that we can be able to have those conversations and have those networking sessions so that issues that can be spoken on the platform can be dealt with when you meet from that perspective. So look out for that. Then I think also very important is innovations. We're a bank that believes in innovation and innovating through different channels, through different products. So look out in terms of what we will have on offer. There's quite a few things that we're working on from an Absa point of view. So we're very, very excited with the future from an innovation point of view. So really, really exciting stuff that is coming along the way. So if you are not banking with us, this is the time for you to jump on the bandwagon so that you can be able to enjoy the goodies that you have into the new year. If you are banking with us, please sit on the edge and wait until we get into 2026 with the good things that we have on offer from an innovation point of view. And it's exciting stuff that we believe will add value to your business. So really, Banji, I think more importantly also, I think going into 2026, and we've started Jani now, is around customer experience. For us, we are very, very excited and committed. We want to change how we interact with clients, and customer experience is a big thing for us. So we want to hear more in terms of how you're experiencing us. We want to enhance that into 2026 as well. So really great stuff, and really a pleasure for me to be here to share some of the knowledge and insights in terms of what we're doing from an Absa point of view.
Okay, thank you so much, Bruce. Maybe before I actually close the session, I just wanted to say, Charity, I have seen your comment and your request for somebody from the team to contact you. So we'll definitely do that post this. But maybe just to recap, especially on what to look forward to. 2025 has been an interesting year. We started this series, thinking how do we make sure that we're able to speak to our clients about what is important to them, not what we think, but what we see when we have conversations. And, it's been an exciting year of meeting clients, yes, virtually, nonetheless, but we have done this consistently, month on month. The Inspire Me conference, like you said, it was a first for Absa in Zambia, and pretty much, if I can say, a first of its kind when it comes to providing an opportunity for, providing market linkage and just networking for clients in the country. So please do look out for that. And then also the face-to-face engagements are really, really important. They'll definitely take different shapes and forms, but it's always important to know that we always want to be closer to the clients. So please just be able to be on the lookout of where we'll come next. And innovation cannot be underscored. So again, please look out for more exciting products and services that will be coming your way. But Bruce did say something that caught my attention. He said, if you are not yet an Absa customer, I think this is the right time. This is a time to have a conversation with us. This is a time so that we can be able to see how we journey into 2026 together. But if you're a client, an existing client, firstly, we say thank you. Thank you for trusting us to see how we can support the growth of your business. And we do look forward to more engagement. So as we are coming into the new year and looking forward to having more masterclasses and engagements with you, please let us know. We'll drop the email address in the chat. What topics do you want us to cover? Where do you want us to be? And be sure that we will do our level best to either come to your town, or we'll be able to host a masterclass that actually speaks into some of the areas that you would like to hear from. Madam Grace says, we love Absa Bank. So yeah, and there was a lot of thumbs up as you were speaking, Bruce. So at this point, I really just want to say thank you. Thank you for gracing us with your presence today. Thank you to every one of us who've been able to join today's masterclass. We are looking forward to something different next year. You'll definitely see something different. And please look out on our socials. We'll continue to post. Look out for emails that are coming from the team. But at this point, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you for according us the time. And we do wish you a happy holiday and see you in the new year. Thank you. Take care and God bless.
Bye now.
Okay.